Hey everybody, Dan the Bass Man at you, coming with another video, and I wanted to talk to you about my brand new amp that I just bought here. It's a Markbass, Little Mark Ninja it's called. This one is a 250, but this one sounds great. I went and tried it at a Guitar Center and I was really impressed at the sound, and I like the fact that they're small, light. I like the configuration, vertical like this. I put this up on a stand so you could see it, you know, I could see it face to face here with you. And I just wanted to go over it real quick with you. Now, I just want to let you know that I have my my pickups. I have them even. Center detent volume is almost all the way up, and I've got all my EQs, mid, treble, and low, set center detent. So I'm not pushing any extra EQ out of this. I have all these EQs set to the center as well. You got low, mid-low, mid-high, and high. Most common configuration nowadays. You got your preamp, and I already have that preset, and I got my master set about 25%, so it's not very high. The other three controls on the front here that you'll notice is a VLE, which is Vintage Loudspeaker Emulator, and VPF, a variable pre-shape filter, and then you got a nice volume control for your line out. So if you're using it for a house system, sending the signal to the engineer, you can give him a little more boost if he needs it, or if it's getting a little scratchy or whatever, you can cut back on it. So I'd probably send him about 50%, maybe 75%. Who knows? Maybe. I haven't tried it yet, so I don't know. But maybe start at 100%. I don't know what they recommend. But I'm really happy with the Markbass amp, and that's what counts. So I'm just going to do a little playing for you. And keep in mind, this is all no EQ, flat EQ, all the way around. So we can boost anything, and you know it's going to boost. I mean, any decent company, they're going to have good boosting cuts, and the center detent is just a good starting place. But I wanted to go over the valve pre-shape filter and the vintage loudspeaker emulator with you real quick. And I just printed this out, and this is going to tell you exactly what they do. The loudspeaker emulator is a shelf EQ that cuts a wider and wider range of high frequencies as you turn it up. And it says Markbass amps are very clear sounding, and this filter has the effect of drawing you into the mix more. But vintage loudspeaker emulator, that is, whoops, I just dropped my paperwork. This one right here. So what we're going to do is turn it up to 25% now. That was flat. You can see a little woolliness coming out, and it's to emulate the old school amps like a Ampeg SVT or something like that, you know. So, with that being said, we'll play a little more with it at 50%, and you can hear I'm playing with a pick, so it's a little brighter. Here's with fingers. A little deeper still. We'll go up to 75%. That's with a pick. So with the fingers, it's going to be even muddier. But it's got that nice woolly sound. It does emulate the old SVTs, which is, I used to play SVTs until I got sick of hauling around 100-pound cabinets and 100-pound amps. Good thing was I got some big arms from it. So that's 100% on the VLE, the Vintage Loudspeaker Emulator. And as I'm listening, I think I would like it at about 50%, but I'm going to shut it all the way off, and we'll go over to the variable pre-shape filter. Okay, so here's with flat on everything. Fingers. Okay, 25%. Now, if you're noticing, I'm going to read this to you so you get it, just as from the horse's mouth, as they say. The variable pre-shape filter boosts the lows and the highs and cuts the mids. Some call this kind of effect a scoop, which it is, scoops out the middle. A smiley shape EQ, which is the shape of the EQ. When you see it on a regular EQ, what do you call it? Slide EQ, a graphic EQ it's called actually. Okay, and or an enhanced knob. It's very effective for slap bass, pick playing, and driving eighth note rock. These two filters can be combined for interesting effects. But anyway, we're at the 25% on the variable pre-shape filter. Here's 50%. And you can hear that high come up. That high is really coming up right there. So let's bring it up to 75. It's really getting a bit abrasive, especially if you're right here. We'll go up to 100%. And you can hear the lows are way boosted, the highs are way boosted. A little bit too much for my taste. So what I would do to get a good sound, I think I'd probably have it at about 50%. Now I'm going to bring up the VLE to where I like that. The valve emulator. I mean the, what was it? Vintage loudspeaker emulator. So I got them both at 50%, and that's where I found I like my sweet spot, for my ears anyway. That's a pretty nice sound. It's definitely similar to an SVT, so I dig that, I really do. Very cool, very cool. Let's hear it with a pick now, that same thing. What I noticed when I first played this amp is I did a little slap, and I'm no slapper, but has a nice throaty sound to it. I just like really dig the slap sounds I get out of this. I'm probably going to want to do a little more slapping after this. But it almost seems like it's easier to slap and get a good sound with this amp. So I like that because, like I said, I'm no slapper and not very good at it, but maybe I'll work on that. We got our effects all set up here, and I might have some crappy chords on here, I'm not sure. The volume seemed to drop down a little bit, but that's not the amp's fault. Anyway, digging this amp, I forgot to tell you, it's a bass reflex, or rear ported reflex. I don't know if it's a reflex actually. It's a rear ported cabinet is the main thing. For some reason, it doesn't make sense to me. You would think you'd want more low end coming out the front through a front port. But it seems to me like some of the best sounding cabinets I ever had were rear ported. So I've got no problem with that. Maybe it fills the room from behind with that low frequency, and that's how it works, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, I just wanted to do a little playing with the effects, and just so you can see how the amp reacts to different sounds and effects and stuff. This is a chorus. times I'll play with just a delay, a short delay. I'm bringing the volume down. I'll bring it down up here on a master. Yeah. So if you hear, this is the sound without the delay. Now with the delay, just a little bit of delay fattens up that sound. Anyway, that's cool. I like that sound. The amp's sounding good. A little bit of reverb. Special effect reverb on this MXR I picked up recently. Throws in a little keyboards. That's my backing track. It's nice having a keyboard player and not have to pay him. I also picked up a EBS phaser. They're expensive little things, but what I notice is sounds good on the slapping thing. And then, you know, if you want to get crazy with some overdrive and octaver. Crazier yet. Sorry. Sorry, Mom. I think some of my settings got moved around as I was building my pedal board recently. So it sounds pretty cool. You just got to get the settings right, and then just a standard old, I shouldn't even say old, it's not old, distortion pedal. It's actually kind of a new. So that's little micro tube, vintage dark glass micro tubes. I like that, man. That's a cool sounding overdrive, because you can get that, once again, you get that old SVT sound with that. Listen, I hope you got something out of this and I didn't bore you too much, but appreciate you stopping by, listening, and send a like into the YouTube or however they do it on YouTube. And thanks for listening. Dan the Bassman signing off. See ya.